Match up.
Let me check real quick to make sure this is the right team. I know it's the right organization. I want to make sure I got the right roster.
No, yeah, I'm with you.
Motion! Motion! Motion!
Okay. Who's got 4? Who's got 5? Who's got 5?
right, thanks for joining us here for this Tennessee Flight versus Arkansas Hoopsters matchup. As we're already off to the races here in the first half. I'm Marcus Burnett, joined by J.L. Hemingway, as we get ready to bring you some Chris Hansen PSB Bracket Semifinal action here at the PSB Tipoff Classic.
Marcus, it's good to be with you here on the broadcast as always. Different venue, same great basketball here at PeachStateBasketball.com. We've got the Tip-Off Classic Tennessee version going on here this afternoon.
As we're seeing twin splashes on both sides of the court. It was a three-pointer there for the Arkansas Hoopsters. Coming right back is Flight with the nice mid-range J. As it looks like we're going to have a timeout in the action taken by Tennessee Flight.
As you mentioned, Marcus, we are in the Chris Hansen PSB bracket play right here between Flight Select Bowers and the Arkansas Hoopsters. Semifinal matchup right here. A little background here on Flight Select. They a little bit short-handed. Their one 2015 commit point guard Molly Melton is actually out with shoulder surgery. And got a few other post players that are not joining them here this afternoon, but nevertheless, they did win their first round matchup in their bracket play, and now matching up here versus the Arkansas Hoopsters, and it's shaping up to be a pretty good matchup for sure.
Yeah, it's a 7-11 ball game right now. Continuing to work inside is Danny Luzak, making it a 9-11 ball game. She's got the last two buckets there for Flight.
Flight Select seems to have a nice balance of both guards and post play. You see Luzak there, the lefty inside, getting that rebound, able to put it up and in. So even though they are short-handed, so to speak, they certainly have some weapons to be able to compete here today. And looking for another win to try to get into the championship game tomorrow afternoon.
Here's Melanie McEwen going to the free throw line. We've got a 9-11 ball game, 2-point advantage for the Arkansas Hoopsters. Not sure. Has to be some discrepancy on what we thought was a foul. Instead of McEwen going to the free throw line, ball's turned back over to the Tennessee Flight. Three-pointer on the way. It's no good. McEwen with the rebound. Neither team shy about the outside shot. We see that one knocked down by number 17 for the Hoopsters.
Yeah, that's Allie Tucker, a 2015 prospect out of Jonesboro, Arkansas, with a sweet shot from beyond the arc. And hey, if you've got good shooters, why be hesitant about shooting it, right, Marcus?
Most definitely. We've seen some nice displays from the outside by both teams up to this point. It's a 14-9 ball game, 5-point advantage for the Arkansas Hoopsters. Luzak continuing to work inside. She misses, but her teammate there, number 15, does not miss.
Yeah, that's Madison Rice out of Bearden High School, another 2015 prospect. You'll find that in this game you've got a lot of sophomores and juniors, 2015 and 2016 prospects. And speaking of prospects right there, that's, I believe, number 32. That's Kaylin Shelton right there, taking it to the hoop, finishing nicely on the drive.
Her drive makes it an 11-16 ball game. Tennessee Flight with it. Nice defense there by the Hoopsters. Unfortunately, they can't come away with the steal. That three-pointer's in and out. Ball still loose. A little bit of reverse there, unfortunately, is nullified. Stepping out of bounds there is Rice. So it'll go back over to the Hoopsters as they have a 5-point advantage here. 7 minutes, 15 seconds and counting left to play here in the first half. Nice defense there by Luzak. Actually might have gotten a fingertip or two there on that shot. Flight with it here on O. Your thoughts on the activity we've seen so far here from number 11 here for the Hoopsters, Melanie McEwen.
Yeah, McEwen doing a good job of hopping out into the passing lanes, doing a good job of attacking the rim, obviously, in space, and there in transition. McEwen, a 2016 prospect out of Dexter, Missouri, the Arkansas Hoopsters. Drawing some prospects from a number of different places, I should say. Arkansas, Missouri, even Tennessee, in the West Tennessee area. It's a good opportunity for some of those kids, over there in the Delta, so to speak, to come over here and get some exposure on this weekend.
McEwen unable to knock down that free throw, so we're still at an 11-16 ball game. The spin move and the shot won't go down there for the Flight. Back the other way, here's the Hoopsters. Nice defense being played there by Flight. The traveling violation against the Hoopsters. Checking into the game, number 13, Cassidy Anderson for Flight, as well as number 15, Madison Rice. Hannah McCormick with the ball up top.
Madison! Is it black, blue? What does it look like? That's the only thing I saw.
Rice throws it inside. It's going to be knocked out of bounds by the Hoopsters. Flight looking to throw it in. Say they got to about the 3-1,000 count there in terms of a 5-second violation. Here they try to get it in. Nice defense being played there by the Hoopsters. They're able to get it in. There's McCormick. Strong take, and it results in a bucket for Bethany Williams out of Cosby High School.
Nice take right there by Williams. Good little penetrate, kick out, attack the momentum on the defense, and a finish. Good job by Flight Select.
So we're at a 13-16 ball game now. Flight within 3. But we have some work inside there, and it's going to send number 42 to Shauna G. Walker to the free throw line. I do apologize to Miss Walker if I'm not getting that first name right, as the first free throw is just off the rim. Couple substitutions for the Hoopsters. Five minutes, 20 seconds left to play here in the first half. Walker splits the pair of free throws as the Hoopsters are sub for the shooter. So with 13-17 ball game, Walker able to go to the free throw line and kind of get the Hoopsters out of the drought they've had the past few minutes. Tough shot there by Luchak. Rebounded by the Hoopsters.
Got to apologize to you, Marcus, and to our viewers. I've been kind of MIA here. There's one kind of piece of kryptonite any evaluator or any fan in the gym these days, it's a lack of juice on the cell phone. And I thought that I had my portable charger with me, and unfortunately, I think I left it in the hotel room, so I'm trying to scramble around. I was hoping to send out a tweet or two about the game, and when you've got 8% on the iPhone, I think everybody can relate.
No doubt, man. We're a digital dependent society. Everybody can relate to that one. But if you had to send a tweet out to summarize this game up to this point, what would it be?
Well, I think, for the most part, that Flight Select and the Hoopsters here are playing a very evenly matched game. I don't think that there's any one person that has stood out more than any, but I do like the play first of Danny Luzak from Gatlinburg, Tennessee. The left-handed post, doing a good job of filling in, in the absence of a couple of other, Flight players that have been absent here today. Playing some good, strong, solid defense. You saw it earlier, on the penetration to the rim. Closes out there, hard on that three-point jumper. But unfortunately for her, wasn't enough as the Hoopsters were able to get their own jumper.
And that three-pointer makes it a 20-13 ball game. Hoopsters being patient here on offense.
Both teams, Marcus, are doing a good job of, you mentioned it there, patience, passing, cutting, making sure that they get, the right shot, not just the first shot.
Yeah.
And a good job here of some second effort opportunities by the Hoopsters. And the coaching staff from the Hoopsters got to be real happy about the effort there on the boards.
They'll still keep it. Tough take, it's no good. Great job of drawing the defense, and the follow-up bucket goes inside for the Hoopsters.
Get the ball inside.
13-22. The hesitation, kick out. Just knocked down a three-pointer
Nice.
not too long ago. Give her another one.
That's Sydney Bopp out of Arkansas, 2015 shooting guard. Doing a nice job of shooting from beyond the arc, coming back the other direction as the Hoopsters again. Good. Go ahead.
No, you got it, Hemi.
Yeah, good defense there again. I like post players that really hold their ground, go straight up, be very vertical. The term that we use a lot of times is, providing that brick wall there in the lane. And Luzak definitely has that down pat.
So we've got a 13-27 ball game here right now. A couple nice threes from Bopp really help complement some of the other things the Hoopsters have been able to do. Also have done a great job attacking the offensive glass as well the past few minutes.
You're right, Marcus. Just a moment ago, it was just a 6-point game. All of a sudden, it's a double-digit lead here for the Hoopsters. Some good three-point shooting and some good hustle on the defensive end has turned this game in their favor.
So we approach the 2-minute mark here in the first half. Hoopsters with the lead. Tennessee Flight seeing how they can respond out of the timeout here. Bryce going to swing it over to McCormick. Nice move by McCormick. The shot won't go. And Bopp's going to bring it out of there for the Hoopsters.
Good job by Bopp of sticking her nose right in there, getting that rebound. And the official's going to get the perimeter player here with the travel. He hesitated there for a moment as if to see if the shot was going to go in, but I guess it didn't really matter.
Right. Bethany Williams with it. She gets it to Rice. Shields guarded by Bop, who's had an effective stretch here the last few minutes. Nearly a travel there. Instead, we're going to have a foul. We'll see who it goes against. It's actually going to go against number 42, Walker, for the Hoopsters. So that's going to send number 1, Hannah McCormick, out of Knoxville Catholic High School to the free throw line.
Yeah, unsigned senior, as you mentioned, out of Knoxville, Tennessee. You know, the thing about the flight here, at least early on, they've had some good looks, you know, at the rim. You know, some of them have just rimmed out and in and out. Really just can't find the rhythm here to get this going for them.
As McEwen runs into a brick wall there along the baseline. It's Luzak, not sure how much of that was a foul, and you know, versus the referee just kind of saying, I gotta call something based on that contact, because it looked like Luzak was just kind of standing there.
Yeah, big collision sometimes always is going to go in favor of the offense in those type of situations.
Luzak in need of a lifeline. She gets it in the form of Rice. Correction, Tilly. It's Kayla Tilly, number 35 for a flight. McCormick gonna size up the three-pointer. No need to panic if you're the flight with some of the shooters that they've got out there as well.
Yeah, right now, the flight, they've got to generate some momentum here. You know, in the form of some defense. You know, they've given up some penetration. They've given up a couple of offensive rebounds. I think if they're going to get back in this game, you know, we mentioned, you know, some of the good looks rimming in and out. It's going to have to start on the defensive end. And we are going to get a jump ball. And it's going to stay here.
Nice defense there. I think Coach Bowers just wanted it to be a block and play on, but the jump ball called. Either way, nice defense by the flight squad there on that possession. Nice pass. The finish by Walker.
Notice once again, it was a penetration there by the Hoopsters. That's set up. The good lay-in there by, I believe it was Walker. And going into halftime here, we've got a, 28-16 lead?
Yeah, 25-16 ball game. Or 29-16 ball game. So we'll take a short break for halftime. When we get back, we'll bring you the second half of this one. and we are ready to resume play as we've got second half action. Arkansas Hoopsters versus Tennessee Flight Bowers. It's one that the Hoopsters have the advantage in right now. Well, we see Hannah McCormick doing her best to change that. Had a three-pointer towards the end of the first half. Gets the nice drive along the baseline to go there. That's going to make an 18-29 ball game. Three-pointer on the way, but no good. Rebound by Luzak. Luzak wants it inside. She gets it. Kicks it back out. Tilly lost it for a second, goes back to get it. They feed it to Luzak again inside. Nice setup. Tilly for three. 21-29 ball game. Flight starting off the second half in a way that Coach Bowers would approve of. Starting off with the early momentum. That shot goes around and falls for number 41 for the Hoopsters, Kylie Kirk. 21-31. Back to a double-digit advantage, I should say, for the Flight. Behind the back pass and the layup finish. Again, it's Kirk for the Hoopsters. 21-33 is the advantage for the Hoopsters. McCormick to Luzak. Foul on the floor. Going to go against Kirk. We have a Tennessee Flight substitution into the game. Number 30, Bethany Williams. As number 1, Hannah McCormick has a seat. The bucket off the inbound. It's finished by number 15, Madison Rice. That'll make it 23-33, 10-point deficit for the Flight. I'll say last touch by Flight. It'll stay with the Hoopsters. Number 33 for Flight Select. Tara Shields back into the game. Hoopsters get it inside to Walker. Walker, hard foul inside. She'll get her second trip to the free throw line here in this one.
Quit being lazy. Quit being lazy. Get to the screen.
13 minutes, 15 seconds left to play. Here in the second half, 33-23, 10-point advantage for the Hoopsters.
Hey, we're good. Come on.
Walker misses the first free throw. She split the pair of free throws on her first trip to the free throw line there in the first half. We'll see if she can do that here. 0 for 2. So not a bad foul there if you're the Flight. Making Walker work, go to the line for those two. Empty trip to the free throw line there for the Hoopsters. So Flight have it. They can cut that 10-point deficit to 7 if that 3 goes, but it does not. Loose ball over to Bop. Here's McEwen. No good on the mid-range. Walker working inside. She brings it down low. And the ball tied up there by number 30, Bethany Williams. Bop to Walker. Walker working inside. And the work pays off as she gets the front end of a potential 3-point play. Making it 35-23. Walker can't get the back end of the 3-point play. So that deuce makes it 23-35. 3-pointer on the way from Bethany Williams is no good. Rebound by Sydney Bop. Bop ahead to Allie Tucker. Tucker's going to be fouled and go to the line.
Marcus, again, I've got to apologize. Kind of wearing two caps here this afternoon as not only color commentator for the SUV TV, and we always thank you, all of you viewers that tune in to watch all of our broadcasts, but also making sure that this tournament runs smoothly. For those of you that don't know, we are running, this is the inaugural Tipoff Classic here in Tennessee. Currently also running another tournament down in the Atlanta area, Swanee Sports Academy. 120 teams there in Atlanta. So in many ways, we've kind of stretched out our, I guess you could say, our staff in some ways. So just making the rounds, making sure everything's going well, and as expected it is. And glad to hop back on here on the mic here with you, Marcus.
Yeah, man, first things first, between, the players on the floor giving us a good game so far, as well as me having your back on the play-by-play standpoint. Got to make sure the on-site audience is taken care of first and foremost, man. So it's all good. Everything's covered. And right now you got Flight trying to close this deficit. A Hoopsters team that's been disciplined, has played well up to this point. And really can just appreciate the level of quality in this game as far as, you haven't really seen many sloppy plays. Both teams taking care of the ball. It's been a pleasure to watch.
Agreed, 100%. I think the key words there are quality, as you see McCormick there again making a nice move in the lane. McCormick here showing a little floater in the lane, as well as she showed us she hit a three-pointer earlier in the first half. But quality top down, from the coaching to the style of play, everything's under control. And these young ladies certainly know how to play the game, and they're doing a good job of it so far.
So it's a 27-37 ball game, 10-point advantage for the Hoopsters. McCormick for three. No good. Rebounded by the Hoopsters. They'll bring it the other way. All going to be knocked out of bounds by McCormick there. It's number 32. Danny Luzak checks back into the game.
Luzak has been a defensive presence down there in the post, and Coach Bowers really needs her to be exactly that. She may not be the tallest kid, out there, but her physical presence, certainly stopping the drives of penetration, right there at the rim, and going straight up and down, staying out of foul trouble, have been key for the Flight. Now, what the Flight have to do here is they've got to find a little offensive presence here. If Luzak can come up with some offensive rebounds or even hit some three-point jumpers, as you see a three-point shot off the mark there by Cassidy Anderson. They're going to need some of those to fall, and if they can't get them to fall, well, they need some second-chance opportunities. I think that's really where the Hoopsters have gained their advantage, as you see yet another offensive rebound and put back. That's been the difference in this game.
Case in point there. That won by number 20 for the Hoopsters. Harley Jones.
And there's an offensive rebound there by McCormick. Coach Bauer's going to get timeout, going to regroup a little bit. I was just ready to mention that the Hoopsters have done a great job of crashing the boards from the guard spot. It hasn't necessarily been, just the post players, getting the rebounds and the putbacks, but it's been those guards, coming in from the wings, streaking in, being able to get those rebounds and putbacks. And when you're able to do that, now you force all five defenders to be able to block out, and furthermore, that stops your fast break opportunities.
Yeah, they've been solid, and while it's basketball, I just playing baseball, I just remember the old reminder that you're always moving on every play, and we've seen a lot of that from the Hoopsters. As far as it almost seems like the way they're crashing the board is really like a rotation. to where in addition to the guards crashing the boards, they've got somebody moving to make sure that there's no fast break or anything of that nature. So they really just look like a cohesive unit out there, and so do the flight. So I think it's really just a matter of seeing, you know, top tier, but it just being a little smidgen above for the Hoopsters so far here in this game.
Without a doubt, yet another offensive rebound here by the Hoopsters. Runner in the lane, another offensive rebound, but right on cue, Luzak comes out with the rebound, starts at the break, and they're going to get an opportunity at the arc, and it's good.
Tara Shields, that one looked like money off of the setup. As the bucket followed suit, making it a 32-39 ball game. Back to within 7 points are the Flight. They've threatened to bring this deficit down to single digits, you know, back and forth several times throughout this game, but it's always been kind of pushed back out to right at 10 points. We'll see if they can take this 7-point deficit and even trim it a little bit more. Luzak working inside.
Good seal right there, and she draws the foul. Got to like that high-low play. It's been a staple of the Flight organization for all these years. You know, get a post play at the free throw line, get a post player that's ducking in and sealing, and Coach Bowers implementing that here today.
Nice play right there. Hannah McCormick. We're saying her name more and more as the game goes along. She gets the bucket off the inbound there.
Just a defensive breakdown here for Coach Bowers' teams. He's just beside himself. Lack of communication. He had two girls on the ball, and then both of the girls just run away from it. Tough break for them.
That one was knocked down by Kylie Kirk. Couple substitutions back into the game for the Hoopsters. Number 42, Walker. Number 11, McEwen. 8 minutes, 31 seconds and counting left to play in this one. 34-41 ball game. Allie Tucker with the floater. Won't stay down for him. We see Luzak with the rebound, gets it ahead.
Oh, Luzak had it in her hands. Just got a little bit ahead of herself, loses it out of bounds. But you notice something, a little bit of a trend here. The Flight have done just a slightly better job of getting a defensive rebound, and because the Hoopsters have been crashing the board so much with the guards, it has allowed for some transition opportunities. But this dribble drive offense here for the Hoopsters has definitely created not only some driving lanes, but some shooting opportunities, as you see there.
Allie Tucker splashes that one from the corner. Make it 34-44. Again, the deficit back up to 10 points. That's kind of been the name of the game in this one.
Good shot.
The Flight continue to do what they can to change that trend as far as the lead sticking around that 10-point mark, as that three by Shields brings them back to within 7.
I believe that Shields' second three-pointer here in the second half, if I'm not mistaken.
It is. Hustling, saving it was the Flight. Still loose. You got the Hoopsters coming away with it.
Hey, here we go. Play D. Play D.
Hustle plays being made by both ends there on that sequence. Hoopsters come away with it, though. We'll see if they can capitalize. No good on the shot. Tilly gets it ahead to Rice. Rice has that one partially blocked. McEwen running the floor, taking the contact. Does not make it, but she'll go to the line and shoot two.
Hey, Madison.
Yeah, so a little bit more transition here going in either direction for both teams. Neither team really been able to turn those transition opportunities into points necessarily, but The tempo is going back and forth, a little bit up, a little bit more. We'll see who actually gains the advantage as a result of that.
McEwen at the free throw line now, 6 minutes, 27 seconds after playing this one. 37-44. Flight within 7. Not a smart pass there. Hoopsters take it the other way. The stop and pop is no good. Working inside there was Kayla Tilley. She's going to get it ahead to Shields. Shields for the layup.
Big half here by Shields, and again, another transition opportunity. If somehow or another the Flight can find ways to secure rebounds, even get steals down on the baseline, they're going to have opportunities going the other direction because the Hoopsters are really just selling out on getting that offensive glass.
Yeah. Nice pass. Walker doing what she's been doing all game. They get it to her in that position. She's looking to finish it.
Walker needs to make sure that she maybe buys a value meal for some of her guards the next time they go out to eat, because they're really doing a nice job of setting her up on those passes. She's certainly done a great job of finishing herself, but the guards have really made it easy for her.
Yeah, couldn't agree more. Was impressed with her being able to catch that ball in traffic there.
Yeah.
She ended up losing it eventually, but still showed a little bit of the skill there. Walker, class of 2016. 5 minutes and counting.
Just little breakdowns like that just drive you crazy as a coach. You know that your team is better than that. You know, not being matched up, coming out of a dead ball.
Still in the layup the other way. Nice job of hustling back on defense to contest there. Layup no good. Ball back over to the Flight. Rice over to Shields. Back to McCormick. McCormick has it. Feeds it inside. Stolen away by the Hoopsters. The take and the layup. That's too easy there if you're Coach Bauer's Tennessee Flight team. That bucket scored by number 32 for the Hoopsters.
32 is Kaylin Shelton. Her second, maybe third bucket of the day. She comes up with yet another rebound here, pushing it the other direction. Nice kick out.
Tucker no good on that one. She just splashed one from that exact spot a few minutes ago. Can't get that one to go, but again, it's been the story of the offensive glass for the Hoopsters.
Number of colleges that we need to shout out here today that have come out and supported Peach State basketball, Tipoff Classic, and watch some good quality basketball. You see assistant coaches from Marshall, Arkansas State, Vanderbilt, Samford, UT Martin, all sitting on this game watching. We even got 3 deep from Evansville. They're in here taking in the action. Coaches from Lipscomb as well. They're also 3 deep in here, just around the corner. So well attended, from a college coach standpoint. And if you're a prospect, a player, what better opportunity, could you have as a youngster to come out and be able to play, in front of dozens of college coaches, get your opportunity to show them what you can do.
Yeah. Both teams doing that here, though one has the advantage right now. It's a 12-point lead here for the Hoopsters. Nice defense there by McCormick as she picks the pocket. Going to pull the deep 2. Just had the her toe across the line there, but nice steal and bucket there by McCormick.
And McCormick, being the unsigned senior that she is, you know, obviously playing for, you know, one last opportunity, and she's making the most of it. But, you know, more than anything else, when I talk to kids, you know, the first thing I always tell them is, you know, make sure that you have fun. You know, make sure that the reason why you're coming out and playing is not for something in the future, but make sure that you're playing because you want to play. McCormick obviously exuding a lot of that enjoyment of the game here today, and it's shown with her performance. You know, coming out leading, you know, hitting a couple of buckets, and regardless if she ends up playing college basketball next year or not, I think just having the privilege of being able to come out and play is, you know, greater than anything else.
Most definitely, man. 51-41, 2 minutes, 51 seconds left to play here in this one.
And because let's face it, Marcus, by the time you get to be our age, you know, me and you, we're outside playing outdoors on B. Clay's court, and all right. There's no SUV TV announcing our games.
No, there's not, man. There's not. Shot missed, saved there by Shelton. It looks like she got a foot out of bounds. Good hustle, though.
Now that would be something, a Peach State staff game on the SUV TV.
Hey, that'd be good, man. Yo, me, you will pick up Peck. Let's roll, man. We'll throw Peck down low.
No, Peck's a wing player, man. He, you know, he likes to shoot that corner jumper. I can tell you already. Now I think what would be really awesome, you put a little lapel mic on Brandon Clay, and just you know, play by play, you know, of him just the entire game. Now that would be pretty. That'd be pretty funny.
Yeah, B. Clay mic'd up. That's usually going to be an experience where you can get some laughs out of it. So I think that'd be pretty good, man. Pretty good. The Flight trying to close this deficit. They've pulled to within 8. Not a whole lot of time left here in this one as we see the Hoopsters being patient.
Yeah, Luzak with that left-handed finish, you know, just a moment ago. She's been pretty consistent, you know, working that block and finishing down there. See the Flight, what they're trying to do is they're trying to get out, get in transition. Unfortunately, weren't able to secure that defensive rebound, and we're going to have to get a stop here.
There's Tucker. Tucker going to be fouled there by Shields.
Second foul under 2 minutes. Peach State rule automatically goes to 1-on-1. That's mimic that after the NBA. For you youngsters that watch a lot of NBA ball, you know that prevent just the incessant and constant fouling that occurs, you know, late in the game. Try to speed things up, get them right to the free throw line, get right to it.
Tucker knocks down the first, misses the second. McCormick over to Rice. Ball back over to the Hoopsters. 1 minute, 16 seconds left to play. Ball remains with the Hoopsters, knocked out of bounds by the Flight.
A good hustle there by number 35, Kayla Tilley. Aggressively going after that basketball, almost comes away with the steal.
43-52 ball game in favor of the Hoopsters. It's going to send number 3, Dakota Reynolds, to the free throw line. Reynolds Both Reynolds and Melanie McEwen out of Dexter High School. Strong take there by Tilly, won't stay down. Rice knocks down the three-pointer. So we're going to have another Tennessee flight foul. That's going to send the Hoopsters to the line.
Hey, Blue, it's a two-possession game.
Looks like we got, what, about 40 seconds left on the clock here?
We do, 46 to 53.
Coach Bowers pleading with his team right now to keep playing hard. You know, before that free throw, it was just a two-possession game. Just a couple of threes would be able to tie it up, but Hoopsters here converting their free throws. Oh.
Three-pointer from the corner. Too strong there by Rice.
Rice looked like she had a good look at it. I thought I had a shot to go in.
46 to 54, 8-point advantage for the Hoopsters, 33 seconds left. Flight will foul number 41, Kylie Kirk.
Good piece of coaching right there by the Hoopsters. First off, he gets them in a 1-4 alignment. Recognizes that the flight were going full denial, calls out a little streak out there. Throw the baseball pass. And then, you know, instructing his players, you know, coaching to the very end. You know, I like to see that. You know, telling his players, look, you don't have to pass it right there. If you pass it, you're unnecessarily risking a turnover where, quite honestly, if you just chin the ball right there, let them foul you, you know, nothing bad can happen.
Nice take by McCormick. Got a lot of plays throughout this game where, you know, it's been nice shots there by Flight. It just wouldn't stay down for him.
Yeah, you're right. McCormick has made a lot of good plays herself, just unfortunately, just not enough of them. And, you know, several shots just like that one right there where it just kind of rimmed out. She's had a good look at it. But nothing to hang their head about, I think, here for Flight. You know, they played hard. They played well together. And quite honestly, when you look at the roster and their overall team, you know, some key pieces have been missing, especially on the interior, you know, which could have probably helped them, you know, on the defensive glass. You know, Molly Melton, you know, obviously the point guard, talented point guard's already committed to go to Chattanooga. You've got to believe that had those kids been here, it might have been a little bit different story, but nevertheless, hats off go to the Arkansas Hoopsters. They have well earned this victory.
And the final score of that victory will be 56 to 49. Thanks for joining us here on Prospects Nation TV. We'll see you back here next game.